I used to roll my eyes at musicals. You know that person who groans when characters burst into song? Yeah, that was me.
I hate musicals.
But after recently watching Wicked and having it absolutely defy my expectations, I realized something, that maybe I've been sleeping on some hidden gems. So today I'm sharing 5 musical movies that converted this skeptic, and trust me, if these won me over, then I think they're definitely worth your time.
You suck, you jackass!
Howdy, and thank you for clicking on this video to see what this jackass has to say. I appreciate you. So I've tried not to be this way, but I've turned off more musicals halfway through than I can count. But these 5 films I'm talking about today, yeah, they made me hit replay instead. And the best part, they're not your typical jazz hands and sparkle productions. From plot twists to songs that actually serve the story, shocking, I know. These underrated masterpieces prove that not all musicals are created equal. And if you're thinking, but I hate musicals, well, stick around because so did I. At number 5 is an interesting one, London Road. London Road really isn't your typical musical. It's a true crime story turned into something completely unique. Imagine real interviews about a serial killer investigation set to music that follows the exact rhythm of how people actually speak. There's no big dance numbers or power ballads here. What makes it brilliant is how it captures a community dealing with tragedy through this innovative approach. The composer took actual words from residents, journalists, and local sex workers, transforming their nervous energy and raw emotions into staccato musical patterns that feel completely natural. The film features Olivia Colman and a fascinating Tom Hardy cameo, but the real star is the groundbreaking way it tells its story. The songs aren't meant to be catchy, they're meant to be real. When you watch London Road, you're not just seeing another musical, you're witnessing a completely new way of using music to tell true stories. If you think musicals are just about people randomly bursting into song, this film will completely change your perspective. Coming in at number 4 is quite the trip if you're willing to embark on it. 2008's Repo, the Genetic Opera. I think Repo is the type of movie you'd get if Tim Burton and 9 Inch Nails had a baby in an Orwellian hospital. This rock opera takes place in a future where organ failure is rampant, and if you can't pay for your transplant, a Repo man comes to take it back surgically. What makes it special is how it commits to its wild concept. Every single line is sung, from quiet family moments to gory repossessions. The soundtrack blends industrial rock, classic opera, and musical theater into something completely unique. And while it was made for just $8.5 million, it creates this incredible, gothic, futuristic world that feels both theatrical and cinematic. And the cast is pretty fascinating. You've got Giles himself, Anthony Stewart Head, playing a loving father by day and surgical assassin by night. Sarah Brightman as a blind opera singer with a dark secret, and Paris Hilton. Yeah, that Paris Hilton, who actually nails her role as a surgery-addicted heiress. Plus, there's this character called the Grave Robber who serves as this punk rock Greek chorus, guiding us through this insane world. If you're tired of squeaky clean musicals, this bloody, bold rock opera might be exactly what the doctor ordered. At number 3 is a recent Christmas movie that would have been a classic had it released maybe 15 years earlier. I'm talking about 2022's Spirited. So Spirited's what happens when you take a Christmas Carol, flip it on its head, and add show-stopping musical numbers. Instead of following Ebenezer Scrooge, we see how the ghosts actually run their redemption operation, with Will Ferrell as Christmas Present trying to reform Ryan Reynolds' modern-day media manipulator. What I think makes this film great is how it manages to be both a fresh take on a classic and a genuinely great musical. The songs are catchy as hell, especially Good Afternoon, which might be the most delightfully unhinged Christmas musical number ever filmed. Plus, watching Ferrell and Reynolds tap dance and belt their hearts out while having incredible chemistry is pure entertainment gold. Or the Ninth Circle of Hell, depending on how you feel about those two. The film tackles modern issues like social media influence and viral manipulation while keeping the heart of Dickens's message about redemption. And unlike most Christmas movies that get stuck in tradition, Spirited actually has something new to say about how we view change and forgiveness in today's world. If you're looking for a holiday musical that's smart, funny, and surprisingly deep, while still featuring Will Ferrell and Victorian ghostware, this is your new Christmas tradition. Number 2 is a movie that I just love, and you will too if you're willing to check it out. I'm talking about 2017's Anna and the Apocalypse. Anna and the Apocalypse is like High School Musical had a one-night stand with Shaun of the Dead during Christmas, and it absolutely works. This Scottish gem follows Anna and her friends as they sing, dance, and battle zombies through their small town during the holidays. What I think makes it brilliant is how it commits to every genre it tackles. The songs are legitimately catchy, especially the number Turning My Life Around, where our heroes dance joyfully through zombie chaos without realizing it. The horror elements deliver genuine scares and gore, and the Christmas setting adds the perfect layer of twisted festivity. I mean, nothing really says holiday cheer like a zombie Santa, am I right? The young cast led by Ella Hunt brings real heart to this crazy premise. They nail both the musical numbers and the emotional moments, making you actually care about these kids trying to survive both the apocalypse and their final year of high school. If you're tired of both traditional Christmas movies and regular zombie flicks, this musical mashup is the fresh holiday horror comedy you didn't even know you needed. And coming in at the #1 spot is one of the most criminally underrated flicks of the last decade. 2016's Sing Street. Sing Street's like a well-mixed cocktail of the raw energy of the Commitments with the heart of Almost Famous set in 1980s Dublin. It follows Connor, a kid who starts a band to impress a gal, but ends up discovering who he really is along the way. Nice little coming-of-age story. But what makes this film so magical is how perfectly it captures that moment when music changes your life. The original songs could genuinely pass for lost 80s classics. Drive It Like You Stole It sounds like it should have been a worldwide hit back then. And watching this ragtag band evolve from hilariously bad Duran Duran copycats to finding their own sound feels completely authentic. The relationship between Connor and his older brother Brendan, this failed dreamer who channels all his hopes into his little brother, gives the film its soul. Every scene between them feels like a real conversation between siblings who drive each other absolutely crazy but would die for one another. If you've ever started a band, fallen in love, or just needed an escape through music, this movie will hit you right in the heart. It's not just a musical, it's a reminder of how art can transform your life. So there you have it, 5 musicals that prove you don't need jazz hands and sparkles to tell an incredible story through song. From zombie Christmas carnage to true crime set to music, these films push boundaries and create something genuinely unique. Whether you're a musical skeptic like I used to be, and still kinda am, or just someone looking for something different, give these hidden gems a shot. If you enjoyed this deep dive into unconventional musicals, hit the subscribe button and let me know in the comments what underrated musicals you think deserve more love. Also, be sure to give this video a like and share it with a future lover so you don't miss out on any mid opinions that I will surely toss your way. And maybe we'll do a part 2 featuring your suggestions. If you're wanting to check out a new movie but aren't sure if it's worth your time, head on over to the short section on my channel. I watch a lot of crap, so you don't have to. As always, the opinions in this video are mine and mine alone, but what do I know? I'm but a mere jackass. I'll try to do better next time. Catch you later, friends.
That talks too much. I'm just a jackass of all trades. Don't know shit. I'll keep on talking, acting like I'm so legit. From politics to sports, I'll spout.